Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So all the noise is out the way, and first round of earnings is out and been pretty good. And I think today and tomorrow is predominantly the finance market, so that's going to impact the Dow Jones more than anything else. So I think at the moment, we are, if you look at the 8 hour, we're going sideways. There's no two-way about that. We are sort of trying to get above the 155 EMA, but there's more price action below the 155 EMA. So the big question that we need to be asking ourselves is this a consolidation pattern? And the thing I want to highlight here is that is the consolidation range. And the other thing to ask ourselves is this a big double bottom of some sort, or is it really just a consolidation for a continuation to the downside? Now, we can't really, the argument for a continuation to the downside is not really there, because we had basically this structure here over a couple of weeks, and then we got into this volatility. So as far as I'm concerned, we're sideways. We're not in a downward trend. We're still, if you look at the weekly, we are in an upward trend. Look at the buyers coming in here on the weekly. They are accumulating. They've been accumulating pretty much all year. So if you look at these dotted lines here is a yearly one on the weekly, and they've been accumulating from April. We've been going sideways, but people are definitely accumulating stocks here. Okay, so inside bar, inside bar, inside bar, inside bar. So that is sideways for the last 1, 2, 3. Well, from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So there is no merit to just start thinking that this thing is falling to the floor. We've got buyers coming in. Oscillators are easing off quite nicely, and when we start looking at the levels that we need to trade, you can see it's pretty much just sideways price action for the last couple of weeks. So if we move further down the time frames, which we need to be looking at, this week has been fairly interesting. We were above the 155. Definitely thought we were going to hold that. Didn't really hold it, and we dropped below it. So this was kind of a double top scenario, and I think that double top target has played out. That was a double top, and then if you draw that down, there is the target to the downside. Bit of a messy target, but it was achieved. Oscillators pointing up, trending up, looking for a trend up. Right back in the moving averages at the moment, so there's nothing really on the 3 hour. If we switch across to the hour, more than likely not going to be anything here either. We are still below all the moving averages, and you can see we've got quite a bit of structure here. You can see there's a swing high, swing low, and then a whole lot of interaction around it, and we're flirting with that level right now. So for me at the moment, we really need to clear 34,579 before I start looking for opportunities to the upside. Right now this is sideways, and sideways means I need to stay out of it. They just pop down to the 15-minute and just double check what we're seeing. So you can see this move down here. Okay, the trend line was there, so probably there was an opportunity to look for a buy off there, but that was before the noise was coming through in the market, so not something that you want to do. Look what happened the day before in this zone, and we're kind of in that zone again. So if you're going to trade this on the 15 minutes, which is what I would suggest, that is a fairly strong level there, and that is 34,390. Also closes the gap. So see if price can come back down here. Watch the oscillators if they start grouping to the downside. What important thing that you do want to do is you want to try, and I don't think you're going to get it right, but you want to be staying on a trend line, and I think break there is going to break this trend line. There's no other trend line that I can see. So the only thing that you can think of is really a drop here, get into this area, and then pick one of these swing lows as your stop area. I'd also keep a position small, just in case it goes against you and it comes back down to the bottom here, which is also possible right now. But if we can hold above these moving averages today on the 15, then I would suspect we would have a crossover on the hour, and would more than likely move to 34,579, and then I'd expect a pullback to come and test the moving averages on the hour. So that's kind of the structure that I can see at the moment. Not really rock solid. I think the S&P 500 offers a bit of a better opportunity at the moment. This to me is still very much sideways, so I think we will sit on the sidelines here until we get a clear indication of what is going to happen before committing any money to this. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.